What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to another all-new trailer breakdown, this time for Pacific Rim Uprising. Heads up guys, buckle up in a big way as this trailer is just the first of 3 that are supposed to drop over the next few days, with a massive trailer for Justice League coming on Sunday, and of course the new Last Jedi trailer dropping during Monday Night Football on Monday night. But Pacific Rim Uprising got things started off in a big way, with some giant robots fighting even bigger, even badder giant monsters, and some other giant robots from the looks of things. For more though, let's dive right in. Our trailer opens with an ominous alarm siren, and newcomer Kaylee Spaney playing a Jaeger hacker named Amara in the middle of what looks like a massive attack on a PPDC base. While we see a Jaeger charging forward into battle behind her, it looks like it might be against another Jaeger as we see one of the massive mechs in the background swatting a definitely non-Kaiju helicopter into the ground. Later on in the trailer, we get another look at the same nighttime base attack, but this time more clearly we can see that it is other Jaegers attacking, and they look menacing, dark, and super stealthy, firing missiles at a command center and killing who I assume is the new Marshal. Even later, we see a new black and orange Jaeger going toe-to-toe with Gypsy Avenger, firing missiles, dueling with double chain swords, fighting downtown in a city, and later even in the snow, and it looks like this might be the main evil Jaeger, but the concept of Jaegers fighting other Jaegers in this movie is my biggest question mark moving forward. And for those of you that took a look at the Go Jaeger viral site over the last few days, here's a better look at one of the Kaiju shown off in a teaser clip, a massive looking thing with a giant mouth and an even bigger head, and later on we see a big one climbing out of the water, which is another teaser clip from the site. John Boyega's character Jake Pentecost very pointedly here mentions in the voiceover that Jaegers are the monsters they built to fight the Kaiju, something that I'm sure will end up being a big plot point in the movie, as we've seen a couple of mechs fighting other mechs at this point, and here we see our 4 main mechs lined up on a launch pad with rockets on their back. More on that in a little bit. Just a quick aside here, as we see was probably a good chunk of the leadership for the PPDC in one shot. Dr. Geisler, played by Charlie Day, Mako Mori, played by Rinko Kikuchi, and Li Wen Xiao, played by Tian Jing, another new character who we have very few details about at this point. And if you're waiting for the action in the trailer, here it is. We see one new Jaeger charge out of what looks like a barn, piloted by Amara, the aforementioned Jaeger hacker, as it looks like we'll definitely get to find out what that means in this movie. And here we have a good shot at Scott Eastwood as Lambert, who the synopsis tells us is a gifted pilot. And here it looks like he's got a role in training some of the new recruits, although none of these faces look particularly familiar. And yes, the dynamic duo is back together as Charlie Day's Newton Geisler and Bern Gorman's Herman Gottlieb are teaming up once again. And here in the trailer, we learn that the speech we've been hearing in the background from John Boyega's character this whole time has basically been a motivational speech from Jake to the other recruits, so I guess that ability just runs in the family. Speaking of flying Jaegers, we've done videos on that before for sure, and while it's not clear whether or not they'll actually be able to fly on their own, I guess they do here thanks to rockets, something that Geisler seems very happy about. We get a lot of shots of new Jaegers and weapons in actions, and first and foremost, this new Jaeger with a never-before-seen weapon, an electric whip, which it uses to great effect, smacking a small Kaiju into a building. Again here, another new Jaeger, Saber Athena, roundhouse kicks a Kaiju in the face while wielding double short swords almost. They've definitely beefed up the Jaeger arsenal this time around. Also, it probably goes without saying, but this trailer confirms that you still need 2 pilots to pilot Jaegers, so none of this single drifting stuff. It looks like Lambert will be John Boyega's co-pilot for at least part of this movie. But maybe the biggest reveal of the movie is the new Kaiju. While Geisler tells us they've evolved and it looks like there are 3 loose in the city at once, there's an even bigger twist. It looks like the new Kaiju can combine, or at the very least upgrade themselves on the fly. That requires the help of these little parasite things, which we see Lambert shooting at earlier in the film, but the final product takes them from already crazy looking to bigger and badder, easily dwarfing the Jaegers in size. Overall though, this was definitely a teaser trailer. We don't get too much in the way of hints at potential story or plot, way more questions than answers, but this definitely took my hype for the movie to an entirely new level. Let me know what you thought of the trailer in the comment section down below and what your favorite moment was, but that's going to do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. For even more great content, check out our website at hybridnetworkyt.com, and if you love the Hybrid Network and want to take your support to the next level, consider supporting us on Patreon as we keep striving to bring you the best content possible. Signing off, this is CJ and all. See you next time. CJ and all.